everybody. Good afternoon to the people from India, and good day to rest of the people who from the other geographies. My name is Atul. I'm your host for today. Thanks a lot for taking time out. We do value that it's important time for you. This is a time when you could be spending time with your students, whom you will be helping to go for overseas for studies, or you could be maybe dealing with something else, and yet you've taken time out to be here. This really means a lot for us. And we promise you that we'll make this time count. As you're aware, today we're going to be speaking about studying overseas. To make it more valuable for you, what we've done is we've invited the University of Canada West and Abcodo. You already know Abcodo is an agent for international education. So this is going to be a panel discussion. And let me just take you through a short presentation and then we'll get into the panel. To tell you a little bit about MSM Unify, we are an online platform that connects higher education institutions to top-tier recruitment agents around the world. If you are somebody who's already been on MSM Unify, you know what we do. And in case you are somebody who don't know and you are here for the very first time, here's a very, very, very warm welcome to you. I promise you, we'll be bringing in a lot of value to you. We are a tech platform which takes away a lot of mundane work that you have to do in the normal routine. We provide to you a virtual ecosystem that centralizes the directory and gives access to higher education institutions, and also helps you monitor the entire flow of a student's journey, right? Next with us, we have Abcodo. Abcodo is a dedicated recruitment network, which is again a part of MSM Unify. What we do is, as Abcodo, what we do is we have well-vetted agents who complete the applications on MSM Unify and through us reach the partner institutions. We primarily work on 4 elements. We offer you global network advantage, the AI-powered platform, unlimited earning potential. We'll talk a little bit more about it later in the day. And definitely we provide you a 360-degree marketing and analysis support. And our institution for the day is University of Canada West, based in Vancouver, in the western part of Canada. As of now, there are more than 4,000 students who are studying at University of Canada West, having participants from more than 90 countries across the globe. Average size of a class is 25 people, and they've got really well-trained, they've got a curated faculty, which goes to more than 200 people right now, okay? And let us join our hands to welcome the panelists for today. Our panelist is Mr. Kalyan Mohan, who's the Regional Director from University Canada West, Mr. Pranav Pande, who is Business Development from University of Canada West, and Dr. Rohit Pramanik, who is Head Sales from MSM Unify. What we'll do is we'll take around 3-4 minutes for the panelists to introduce themselves. After that, we'll get into a panel discussion. And after that, we'll get into question answers. All right, I'll stop sharing this presentation and now over to the panel. Hi, Kalyan, good to see you.
Likewise, thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you, MSM Unify, for bringing us all together today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Hope all of you are well and safe. My name is Kalyan Mohan. I'm the Regional Director for UCW here in India. And the purpose of today's webinar, as mentioned earlier, is to make you understand the benefits of UCW, the USPs, and then followed by the question and answer session. So, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Kalyan. Pranav, let us hear from you.
Hello, everyone. Very good afternoon. I'm Pranav Pande, Business Development Manager for University Canada West. Today's day will be, of course, an exciting one. A lot of things we're going to learn today about University Canada West. So, and of course, with the help of MSM, it will be going great. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And Dr. Rohit Pramanik. Dr. Rohit, are you there?
So sorry, I was muted. Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Rohit Pramanik, working as the head of sales global for MSM Unify. And we'll be reaching out to every agent whom we are meeting here and on the ground and the field. And we'll love to see you and talk to you and engage you more on the sales activities as much as we can. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And now let me just share with everybody. There at the bottom of your screen, you would be seeing a tab called Q&A, which is question and answers. If you have any questions, please feel free to put your questions there. And we've got our team from Abcodo MSM Unify, as well as there's the team from University of Canada West. We'll keep on responding to your questions so that all your questions are answered. And now let us get into an awesome conversation. So Kalyan, are you ready for the first question?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So since we are just coming out of the pandemic, all of us are really anxious about how's life going to be post-pandemic. So the first question to you is, what has higher education learned from the pandemic? What are your views on it?
One, I would say is it is possible through even online education. So that's something that doesn't really have to stop. People have goals, people have dreams, aspirations. And every time there is something like this, and we take a step backward, what happens is there's all the efforts, the time, the money, goes down the drain. So what I would suggest, whatever I've seen rather, is that, never stop, you're going ahead with the plans or the dreams. I think whatever opportunity comes, I think we should accept it and grab it with both the hands. Yes, so I think online education, not only for international students, I think even for kids in school now has made it very easier. So, we are able to, in fact, one of the important points I would like to discuss here is that UCW was named, one of the best online, education facilities that we provided. So online university that, for the year of 2021 as well. So which means that MBA can be learned online as well, but there are certain courses that you need to be there. There are the other experience as an international student, obviously you need to be there. But for the time being, I think at least keeping in mind that time is very valuable, I think students can start off online too.
All right, great. Okay, so my next question to Pranav is, Pranav, how do you think that colleges and universities will improve, adapt, and stay relevant in rest of 2021 and 2022?
See, of course, last year when pandemic hit across the world, that was a challenge, and even UCW has the same challenge. And like since 2.5 years, I'm working before pandemic, and when the pandemic hit, the university, those who have taken challenges and come up with the solutions like blended options, right? So that was something unique, never been focused on or never thought on. Although UCW, if I talk about in perspective of the UCW point of view, so University Canada West, although they are providing online education with the same courses, right? Okay, plus on campus, but the mixture of that, and that brings an amazing result. Even IRCC also helped international students to give them a chance like for without affecting their PGWPs and all. So of course it will be an amazing you can say it was an authentic steps that every college and university has taken up. And yes, of course, for 2021 and 2022 we're looking forward to have the same blended option so that student will not lose on the on campus experience of studying international. Along with that, their study and time should not hamper, the cost should not hamper, and of course their future career goals should not hamper. So amazing mixture UCW, even I'll say all the Canadian institution have taken up over other countries. If I talk about UCW, sorry, Canada have given an amazing step towards the international students. So definitely it you will find some more crisp about the new era of education, you can say. It will be a very good upbringing towards the international education in 2021 and 2022, and we are very optimistic towards that. Definitely you should agree with me.
Yeah, thanks Pranav for these inputs. Definitely the world is much more optimistic today than it was say around 2 months back.
Yeah,
2 months back the world was, especially this part of the world, definitely was in doldrums. And in these 2 months, there's a lot that we've captured, and a lot of ground has been covered. So my next question is to you, Dr. Rohit. Since you've been dealing with various geographies and various other institutions as well, what kind of trends do you see that the industry professionals are seeing, especially maybe Canada as a geography?
See, looking at the current trend and looking at what happened in the past, if you look at a couple of years back, the market was just open. Anybody can jump in from this corner to that corner. Now, this COVID situation has changed the dilemma of people thinking in a different manner, right? Now, the geography which has come, if I particularly talk of Canada or US or any other country, it's now we are broadening up our horizons and thinking of let's explore something better, what we cannot get now. So it's an opportunity for each one of us. And in fact, we are mere guide for the students who have not seen the world. They have seen the world only through internet. Now we are giving them a platform, an opportunity where they can explore themselves physically.
Awesome, awesome. I think I'll go with the same question to Kalyan once again. Kalyan, what are the trends that you are seeing? Because you are again a veteran from the industry.
Okay, so in terms of you mean in terms of the different countries, what they're following now and all that? Or,
yeah, what are the kind of trends that you are seeing? See, all countries have gone through different phases. And right now, as they're opening up, there are certain trends. Like if we look at North America, right now they're saying that some of the states, especially in Canada, they will start allowing you to, if you are fully vaccinated, then you need not have the masks, right? Now, if that happens, that means education will start to happen physically over there, right? And then you were Pranav was also speaking about blended education right now. So what are the kind of trends that we're seeing? Because past 1.5 years, all of us have become so much used to sit in front of the screen that we just don't want to go out.
Every country at the moment has their, I would say, lows and highs. Definitely, yes. Australia, as you know, has completely closed down, and they're trying to restart by announcing pilot programs for some Southeast Asian students. Again, if you look at UK, the variant is actually on a rise there again, but at the moment they are allowing students to go. They've introduced the post-study work permit as well for the students. US again, I think all the STEM program students are allowed to travel now. Visas are coming through thick and fast as well. If you take Canada as such, I would say now Canada is one of the most livable countries in the world, along with the most preferred destination to study, work, and settle as well, right? So from an international student point of view, I know, sorry, I'm going a little off track, but I just wanted to highlight why Canada here. And also from a return on investment point of view, Canada has always believed that international students are their true brand ambassadors. Right now, it's always been people friendly, migration friendly, and they've also have this 2 years of post-study work permit, or 3 years of post-study work permit for 2 years of study. That is, and also if you look at their stats now, they are looking at welcoming almost 1.2 million people in the next 3 years. Okay, in the form of migration, and out of which 60% are skilled workers. So our international students now going there, I think they're going at the right time to the right place as well. I know I'm focusing Canada more, and why they're doing this, because one, to strengthen their economic and physical situation as well, to overcome to counter the COVID threat rather. I think besides that, Canada also has its oldest population in the whole wide world with low birth rates. So for them to counter that, they would need the young crowd. And then Canada is that place now, I feel, where students are welcome as well to apply for the postgraduate work permit and also apply for their permanent residency later on.
All right. We've got 2 participants who've raised their hands. So I request the participants to hold on to their questions. What we'll do is, once the panel discussion is over, after that, we'll open it for questions and we'll address your questions. And you can definitely keep on posting your questions in the question answer section, and our team will keep on responding. I hope that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, Kalyan, definitely there is a lot of anxiety and a lot of work which has gone into welcoming the students back into the campuses. Correct. And we can already see that, which I think is, especially in an industry which had been steadily growing and past around 18 months, it's kind of slowed down. We would think that the growth would be much more appreciable now, or there would be a lot more movement which would be happening. Let us hear from the other panelists as well. Okay, Dr. Rohit, here's a question to you. How do you see international education adapting and utilizing technology? Because historically, there a lot more of physical connect was there. And this pandemic, it has forced all of us to use technology much more than we have ever envisaged.
I think to answer this question, I have to trace back 2,000 years back, 4,000 years back. We started with the culture of called Guru culture.
All right.
Sit under the tree, and there's where a teacher is guiding the student in a right manner. This is now the question comes that time, right and wrong, and about giving a knowledge. Now, right. Education is such a thing which has changed tremendously, and every period you'll see there's a certain change. Today, if I talk of something called now, if you look at of our time, there was no internet in schools. So for only knowledge box for us was library.
Right.
Today, the student here, if you teach in class, the next moment he'll check in Google what my teacher said was right or wrong. Right? And Absolutely. There are times where student guides the parent, no, this is how you access this site. This is how you operate your phone. Yeah.
Right.
So that's what the knowledge is. And when we come to international education, actually we are giving a global exposure of understanding not just the bookish knowledge, but practical knowledge, which actually the student will be facing in his or her life when he enters the world of practicality. Tomorrow, when he'll be stepping as an administrator, as a management, as a manager, or whatsoever may be. So the knowledge he has carried all over the years from his native country, from international education, now that's a time for him to implement through his wisdom. And how he has got that through the learnings and the experiences of international education. That's why it carries a great weightage when it comes to learning, especially in the concept of international education. Hope that Pranav and Kalyan do agree with that same too.
Yeah, we do agree.
All right. Okay, thank you. So Pranav, the next question to you is again, continuing with the previous question. How do you see tech evolving in the virtual environment?
Mhm.
And what are some of the steps and organizations like University Canada West have taken?
Yeah, that's an amazing
Means
because
your backdrop, it seems to be, is it a data center?
uh, it's not a data center. It's a brand new campus, Vancouver House. It's like a computer library.
We will speak about it in a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
I'd love to hear about it. Yeah.
Sure, definitely. So continuing with the Rohit's thing, like technologically enhancement, definitely it has been has happened with UCW as well, because we have seen those things since last July. I must say July 2020 when we started online classes for the students to give them the blended option. So we have come up with so many technological partners, like you name it. Like we have IBM, Ripon, Spotify, Salesforce, Trailhead. Then again, if I talk about AWS is there, Facebook Blueprint, Digital Marketing Institute that we have connected with to give, as Rohit correctly said, like practical exposure, how an industry work. What are the tools, technological tools they used in future, and our future manager being a business school, UCW we always say as a business B school. So as our future managers should understand this technology, at least the basics along with that, and so that they can adapt with the environment that they are looking forward in their career options. So definitely there has been you can say drastic change has been happened with UCW, and that's why we have come up with the a more practical approach our subjects and our teachings are, and with the help of these technologies that I have just talked about. So definitely this will bring the new era of education, as Rohit correctly said. In our time, its books was the only thing that we should we would rely on. That okay, this is on book, this is right. Otherwise, we don't. But of course, students are smart. Technology is smarter. Even our mobile phones, everything is have taken so many steps higher than we expected. Right. So this will definitely change the education era of and for the international students, definitely.
All right. Another question which I have is that do you see an increase in the trend of online education?
Of course, we have seen that because of this situation. Of course, we are a human being. We adapt with the environment always and faster to grow, to get that knowledge. We don't want to stick to the situation. We don't want to curse that, okay, oh my god, this COVID happened, and my education is hampering, and what to do, how to build up the skills. Even in every part and corner of every single country and every single location, you can see the online things progressing like anything. And definitely this will be our future steps, wherein books books have been taken to the tabs and applications, wherein on just one click student will get all this knowledge, and how to implement those concepts. The universities and the institutions will help the students to get all those technology will help to grow in their career, and of course for the subjects or courses that people are studying. So of course it will be an amazing time in near future, because I must say बहुत कुछ सिखा के जाएगा. Many things we will going to learn due to this pandemic, and many things we have adapted, and even the society, even the institutions have started adapting those things. So definitely you will find, and even UCW is not a
Can I
question
add
about.
to it what Pranav said?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please.
Sometime back, I don't know why I'm just relating something from past and then relating to the present situation. There was a phone was a taboo in the school. You're not supposed to carry phone in the schools, but today the school is in the phone. All the classes are online. So I would say the COVID, the pandemic period, it's a bad time, fine, but it's a blessing in disguise too. It has taught many people, in fact, the world, about more of how to work on technology. How many people have equipped themselves more on to work on IT tools? How many of you are aware of Zoom, Google Meet, and so on and so forth? Everybody has learned how to work on internet. Everybody has learned how to work on online. And now today, if we talk of online classes, it's not a unanswered or unheard word. Everybody understands what is online classes. And today world is not far. It's a very small world. Like it's more of, I can talk to a person in US within a fraction of seconds. So more of the reach is very close due to online classes. And that's the advantage.
Yeah, thank you. I've got the second last question to Kalyan before we move on to the next section. So Kalyan, now that there is so much of virtual piece happening and online programs happening, and since our audience today is the section of the industry who want to send the students abroad, okay, if the program they start going online, then sending students abroad will, like Rohit was just saying, earlier phone was a taboo, now the college is in the phone, all right? Earlier, sending people abroad for education, that was the business. And now if the entire thing goes online, how do you see that impact the agents? And what is an organization like yours doing?
Okay, so one is the international student experience, right? Now, basically, is when they actually go there, when they interact with students from different communities, experience that exposure. Now, that's something that cannot be substituted or replicated, right? So, our attempt at the moment is to make sure that we don't waste our time, and that's why we've got the online classes, which again is counted towards a postgraduate work permit. Right now, our only hope is as soon as the flight ban is lifted from India, and students have received their visa, they can travel as well. Right now, I understand your question about complete online thing. Now that again, we have two options. One, students can either complete their entire course online, or they can either start online, and when they get the visa, they can travel as well. So we've given them both the options here. But I think from the true business nature of it, I would say that international student experience is something that cannot be replicated or substituted here. And we're just hoping that the borders open soon for India and for the direct flights, and students can experience their international student experience as well.
All right. And the last question for the panel is that how soon do you see in-person classes happening in Canada, and definitely in University Canada West?
So like I said, because we are a DLI, now designated learning institute. Now, first thing is assuming that there is no more travel ban on India, and because we are obviously recognized as a DLI, there has two benefits. One, that means we have the quarantine process in place. We have the COVID readiness plan in place. And also being a DLI, students are eligible for the postgraduate work permit as well. So you can tick those two boxes off. Right now, one, assuming that again, coming back to your question, if the travel ban is lifted and if these students have got the visas, they can travel. We will provide them with the travel support letters, the enrollment letters, and they can travel, assuming that they've got both the vaccinations done and all that. Students, yeah. So that's pretty much that's what the rules are at the moment that they're saying. So, but unfortunately, now the travel ban is still on India because of the cases now, and we should get to know next week around 22nd or 23rd what the scene is, and accordingly we can go ahead and explain the same to our agents and our students as well.
Yeah, I hear Air India has already started selling tickets, and we already have some scheduled. I hope we're keeping our finger crossed that that to start happening soon.
True. And also the Indian government is also pushing the Canadian government to lift the travel ban. So hopefully all that should fall in place.
All right. So what do you think? Where is the pressure more? People wanting to come back to India or the Indians who want to go back to Canada?
I think our students definitely want to go there. They want to definitely, it's, it's experience that life, which is again, it's only for that short term. So they might as well go there, study, and they're all definitely looking at that positive step. Yeah, positive news.
Awesome. Awesome. So thanks a lot for this generic overview of the international education space. What we'll do is we'll spend next couple of minutes to know more about University Canada West, to hear more from you, what are the kind of programs that you offer, some specifics, so that we go home with some notes,
Yeah.
right?
Sounds
The first piece is, so between you and Pranav, you can choose who would answer the questions. I've put down a couple of questions based on some inputs that we got from the agents, and I put them together. And after that, when we open it for questions, we'll have some more live questions from the people. So, what programs does UCW offer, and what is available for rest of the year?
Right. So can we have a short presentation for that so that we can cover up all those things in a while, in a
Sure,
one go,
sure, sure, sure.
so that most of the things will be answered, if I'm
I
not wrong.
think you should be able to, you will have the option to share the screen. If you can please do that.
Yes, yes,
Else our
yes.
team will support you on that right away.
Yeah, I can share. Once you can see, let me know.
Yeah, yeah, you
Perfect.
can see.
So we'll have a quick presentation wherein I'll talk about the basics of University Canada West. So most of your queries and generic questions will be covered over here. So yes, we are University Canada West, as you already stated, like 2004 when we initiated with the old campus in a heritage building with a 2100 student capacity, and it's been 17 years and counting on. We're based in Vancouver, in downtown location, heart of the city center. We have two campuses right now. So one is Heritage Building with 6th floor one, and second one is this is our Pande Street campus, West Pande campus, which is Heritage Building. It looks like this inside out, wherein 2100 student capacity is there till last year. We are serving all the international and domestic students over here. And we have added one more campus with the name Vancouver House, which is a commercial building. And if you can see the tallest one, which is most anticipated building of the year, and it is an amazing infrastructure you'll find and all the facilities that you can find at a fully glass building, 4 floors, divided into 2 podiums, 90,000 square feet area. And even the background is again the same that I'm using it for. So this is a beautiful campus just besides our old campus, just a 5-7 minutes walking distance. Heart of the city center, we have two campuses with a 5,500 student capacity. And you rightly said we have 4,000 students right now studying from 90 plus nationalities and across these two campuses. And definitely your last question was regarding the how the physical classes will start and when. So we are most probably starting from fall 2021. Those who are already there and studying online, we are starting because right now Vancouver and you can say British Columbia is in third phase of that pandemics evacuating with all the regulations and all. So people can meet now, right? And 75% more people population is vaccinated. So all these things keep in mind, we are likely to start our fall intake on campus, and of course it will be blended. This is already covered. And yes, why when it comes to University Canada West being a private institutions having postgraduate work permit, of course, but accreditations are always an important part. These are many, but I just wanted to highlight one or two out of this. ACBSP, Accreditation Council for Business School and Program, which is only 2% institutions are having across the globe this affiliation. We are one of them for our two programs out of 4, one in undergrad Bachelor of Commerce and one is our master's program, that is MBA. Right, so it is worldwide accepted. Degrees will be an ACBSP affiliated. Again, we have NCMA, National Certificate for Management accreditations. We have American Marketing Associations, AACSB, Business Education Alliance, that helps are business related programs to give world class and competitive edge to the students, those who are studying in another institutions, so they can take the similar education and with all the standards. And this is also, we talked about all the courses are powered by the latest technologies that we have already discussed. uh, the best part, yes, I'll come back to your question, like how many programs are there, what are the eligibility, but before that we need to understand we have intakes. Like we have 4 intakes. That's an amazing thing for any student. And with respect to this pandemic, many students results are pending. Even 12th result is still pending. Many graduation results are pending. In that case, student have to wait for 6, 8 or 1 year sometimes, because of the intakes are very 1 or 2 intakes. But when it comes to UCW, we have 4 intakes, like January, April, July, and October. So winter, spring, summer, and fall. So all these, even the fall 2021 intake is still intact till second week of August. Student can make the applications for it. So still open, and every time you will find 4 intakes are open. Right now, October 2021, Jan, April, and July 2022 is open for the application. So that's an amazing thing about UCW is the intake. Because in unfortunate cases also, touchwood, refusal happens, student don't have to wait for next 6 months, again next 3 months they can get the deferral LOA and apply for the uh, next intake particularly. This is also we have already discussed, so I'm just skipping those. So let's talk about program that you were talking about. So we have all together 4 programs. So first we will talk about the masters, that is graduate program that we are having, that is MBA, Masters in Business Administration. It's a 2-year full-time program with the 15 courses and costing around 35,100 Canadian dollar for 2 years. So if we compare this costing as well, being we are based in Vancouver, it's already an expensive city. If you compare with the other institution, cost is again very not very high end, right? So 17,550, almost 11 lakhs in INR will be the year one fees. It goes, and it is ACBSP affiliated, worldwide recognized, and with the latest technologies that we are saying, this program will be. And we have introduced 8 electives. Earlier we were just having 3 electives. Now we are came up with 8 electives, wherein second year, in third semester onwards, student can choose any 2 electives, can learn more about these electives like leadership, human resource management, financial management, business analytics we have added, entrepreneurship, marketing and digital marketing, consulting, and non-profit. This will help a student to get more versatile education system or platform for their career with the existing experience, with existing education background. These 8 electives will help the student to grow in their future career goals, I hope so. And this 2-year program is having this complementary digital marketing institute certification as well. So those who are studying with University Canada West for MBA program, they will get this digital marketing institute certification absolutely free. And if I talk about this DMI institute, so they have trained more than 1 lakh professional in a single education standard, and that standard is validated by the esteemed Industry Advisory Council, that is IAC, which is world largest and most influential brand. DMI is, and we are associated with that, and our MBA student will get this certification free of cost. And what will aid, actually that will help to gain the digital marketing skills to our future graduates. And this is what we were talking about. This pandemic has changed the era of education, the perspective of the education. Digital marketing will definitely help to understand the basic level of um, uh, how advertising, social media, and how other platform works. And if I talk about some entry level requirement in a short, we are accepting application with a 60% and above in their graduation. But we do have a gray area of 55 to 60%. If a student who is any student who is graduated with a 55% and above, he or she will be eligible for our MBA program. This is one of the condition of percentage. Okay. Then before going towards the another requirement, I just wanted to tell you that any student, any graduate or postgraduate who is having any no full-time degree with a BCom or management related, accounting related, or BA, MA, BSc Computer Science, BSc Agriculture, any stream, even the pharma, law student is there, chartered accountants are there, professional engineers are there, architects are there. Any type of student can apply for MBA program with us with the minimum graduation, percentages 55 and above. Okay. Herein, there is one additional requirement is there. If you can see all the 4 bullet points, out of this 4, any one is needed. So why this any one is needed, or not all are the compulsory one. So we are not accepting no compulsorily accepting GRE or GMAT. It is one of the option. So one is GRE or GMAT. If it is GRE, student have given 310 score, GMAT 500 or more, it is one of the option. Or else, if a student is having designated professional certification like CA, chartered accountant, chartered professional accountant, chartered general accountant, chartered human resource professional, which are the equivalent Canadian professional designation, or professional engineers, they are also directly eligible along with the percentage criteria. And bachelor, if they are having a bachelor's degree in management or in accounting or commerce background, just like BBA, BBM, or BCom, they are also eligible. Or else, at least students should have a 3 years of documented professional managerial experience. So what is mean by managerial experience? So that means like team handling experience or any project handling experience more than 3 years, minimum 3 or more are eligible. Out of this 4, any one should be satisfied along with the percentage. So I'm telling you, we have 2 types of MBA here. One is with foundation and one is direct. So when it comes to this entry level requirement on the basis of graduate percentage, and if out of this 4 will include GRE, GMAT or experience case, 65% and above, with out of this 4 any condition is satisfying, they will go for direct MBA. And less than 65%, or they have 65 plus, but out of this 4 any one condition is not at all satisfying, in that case foundation, which is a preparatory program, which is 3 months preparatory 1 semester program, will be added to this MBA program, MBA students, right? So 65% and above, with out of this 4 any one condition should be satisfied. This is what the minimum criteria we are having. On the basis of this criteria, foundation will be added or not will be decided, right? So if an engineer having 3 years of experience in project, having a project handling experience or team handling experience, he'll be directly eligible with 65% and above. But the same engineer having 10 years of experience, but having less than 65% in their graduation, likely to go for foundation. Okay. So this is how the criteria goes for the MBA. And herein, when it comes to English proficiency test, that is also an important aspect, because India is a not English speaking country. So in that case, 6.5 overall is needed, and 6 in writing we need for the directly for the direct eligibility. But we do accept 6 overall with 5.5 in the writing, if have, or any of it or both. In that case, ESL, that is pathway to English program, will be added in that case. But for direct, 6.5 with 6 in writing we needed. Along with the IELTS, we are accepting TOEFL, PT, and Duolingo. Of course, Duolingo is not for the visa purpose, but for the academic, ESL program removing cases, because 6 with 6 individual, definitely student can go for SDS, right? But they will not be eligible for direct entry to any university Canada West program. So in that case, they need 6.5 overall. So for that, Duolingo can be used. So Duolingo score must be 110, PT 61 with 60 in writing, and TOEFL is 88 overall, 20 in each. This is what the requirement that we are having. Okay, so this is all about the MBA. So let's talk about shortly with the undergrad program. We have 3 undergrad programs here.
So one question, Pranav. So one of our participants, he or she was asking whether somebody with more than 10 years of experience can participate in the MBA program.
Yes. So more about these things. Gap is accepted. 15 year of education is accepted. That is 12 plus 3. We don't want 16 year. We are accepting 15 year of education. So that is important. Education gap is important because we have the oldest student studying MBA is 46 years old. So not to worry, if you have an education gap, we are still accepting the application for the MBA.
So are you saying I can still apply?
Yeah. subject to visa approval.
Okay, got it. All right, let's move on now, please.
Yeah. So we'll move to the undergrad program. So we have 3 undergrad program, 2 full-time, that is 4-year programs, that is Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. And one is Associate of Arts, which is associate degree, 2 years degree that we are having. Let's talk about it. And all these 3 programs have the similar entry-level requirements. So I'll put it at the last. Okay. So Bachelor of Commerce, those students who are looking after 12th or after 12 plus diploma or 10 plus 3 years of diploma, which is equivalent to 12th, they can apply for the Bachelor of any of the undergrad program with us. Any student who are from science background, with maths, without maths, arts background, commerce background, medical, non-medical, any student can apply with all these 3 programs. So not a problem. Only thing is those students who are looking for BBA, like management related undergrad program, or commerce or accounting related, definitely this ACBSP affiliated Bachelor of Commerce program, which is a 4-year program divided into 8 semesters. So student definitely can jump into this Bachelor of Commerce. And the best part about this 4-year program is 4-year program can be completed under faster completion in just 2.5 years without affecting PGWP, because UCW is having 3 semester pattern in a 1 year. So one student can complete 3 semester. One semester is of 3 months with UCW. So 3 semesters student can complete in 1 year, and 1 compulsory break student has to take, so that 3 semester first year, 3 semester second year, so completed 6 semester, that is 3 years they have completed. And last third year, in first 6 months they can complete 2 semester. And this is how in 2.5 years student can complete 4-year program, and they can save 1.5 year for full-time work or internship, paid internship and all. So these are also options available. So this is the unique quality of the Bachelor of Commerce. So it is costing around 69,600 Canadian dollar for 4 years, and having a scholarship up to 20,000, and definitely talk about it in later slide. Next is again Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. It is again a 4-year program similar to the Bachelor of Commerce, but it is related to the mass media communication. Those who are looking for journalism, public relation, advertisement, communication, professional writing, or mass media communication, they definitely can choose Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. This is again a 4-year program, 8 semester program. Under faster completion, they can complete it in 2.5 years, costing again same 69,600 for 4 years. Annual fees will be tuition fees will be 17,400 approximately, right? And last we have 2-year program, which is Associate of Arts, which is again a trending one because many of the students wants to go for diploma, but I must say go for associate degree, which is having a higher chance to go for the academic transfer, like credit transfers things. Associate of Arts degree will be more beneficial for the students. It looks like arts having social science and political science subjects, but more this will bring more knowledge with includes the management skills as well in this Associate of Arts, which is costing 34,800 Canadian dollar for 2 years, right? And 17,400 yearly fees. We have introduced last year 8 focuses. It's not a specialization. It is, you can say, just elective or new streams. We have introduced second semester onwards, student can learn any of one. They can choose, and they can they'll be having more knowledge about these 8 streams like economics, marketing, either accounting, psychology, media communication, hospitality, tourism, management, and social justice. So according to their background of study, even they and what their career perspective goal, they can choose any of these focuses, and they will learn more about it in Associate of Arts. So this will also help students to get the more visas coming because of these electives that we have added. So this is what the unique thing we have introduced last year for Associate of Arts degree program. And this is again a cost effective. We're having a good scholarship as well. And let's talk about the requirements for all these 3. Just we need 12th pass out, or 12 plus diploma, or 10 plus at least 3 years of diploma, which is equivalent to 12th. And we need just 55% and above in their graduation, so in their 12th grade scale. So 55% and above, they are eligible for our program. As I said, any student with a gap also we are accepting. If you have a student with a 2016 pass out, 12th pass out student, still they can apply. Of course, they need to provide an evidence of gap, like having voluntary activity or professional experience they are having. They definitely can provide and get the offer for all these three programs, any of these three programs, of course, with the 55% and above percent in 12th. And IELTS requirement is same. I told you in the MBA, which is 6.5 with 6 in writing. We do accept 6 with 5.5 with the preparatory program of English proficiency. Okay, equivalent to, of course, TOEFL, PT, and Duolingo also we are accepting here. So any student with science, commerce, and arts background, with maths, without maths, right? Many times like medical, non-medical, economics with economics, without economics, gap, that is okay. Where students are eligible for our undergrad program, right? And just quickly giving the preparatory program. If foundation, I was talking about in MBA, if foundation is added, then it will cost around $7,020 extra if they are not meeting their entry level requirement of 65%. If they are below 65%, we are accepting with foundation, or else out of that 4 condition, any one is not satisfying. In that case also, we are like student will likely to get this foundation, which is 3 months, 1 additional semester prior to the MBA, wherein student will learn fundamentals of business writing, and business writing, and of course it will be the economics in a business perspective. So these will the fundamentals will be clear, so that we can compete with the that MBA program, which is worldwide recognized one. And of course, when I was talking about English proficiency test, if English IELTS score is less than 6.5 with 6 in writing, in that case, UAP, that is University Access Program, we commonly called as ESL program, which is costing around $4,950. 3 months additional program will be added prior to the any of the undergrad or master's program. If it is foundation and MBA, so before foundation, UAP will be added in case of English proficiency does not meet. Okay, last I'll covering your most of the questions, definitely scholarship, and then I'll end up. So we have scholarships for the Indian student and international student as well. More details definitely there is available on our website, but the most common and the most efficient, I'll say, UCW while giving the scholarship and helping student through financial aids in this pandemic, because everyone got hit. Everyone says like मैंने बहुत अच्छी जगह पढ़ा था कि people are saying do not go out, है ना, रास्ते पे ना निकलो. But आज ऐसी हालत हो चुकी है कि लोग रास्ते पे आ गए हैं because of pandemic, because it hit badly to their jobs. Many millions of job got affected, even the business got affected. So we do understand, and that's why we have introduced a very good scholarship up to $20,000 scholarship we have for undergrad student 4-year program, $10,000 for associate FATs, and $10,000 for MBA program. So just 65% and above, if a student have score, so they have the slabs like if you can see here in associate FATs from 65% onwards, $2,000, $4,000, and $10,000 scholarship is there. For 4-year full-time 4-year program, Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication, we have $6,000, $8,000, and $20,000 scholarships. 20,000, more than 1 year fees student is saving from their pocket, and under faster completion they are saving 1.5 years as well. So this is an amazing opportunity for undergrad student as well to grab this, because we have 72% and above student who got the $20,000 scholarship. So it's an amazing opportunity. With just a minimum grade scale, they can achieve a very good scholarship. They can they can get. And even for the MBA, we have the highest $10,000 scholarship, and I must say very competitive scholarship. Nobody gives, very few institutions, I'll say, in Canada, those give such huge scholarship. And the best part is, along with the offer letter, when we talk about offer letter within 48 hours to 7 days, this scholarship letter will be issued for the scholarship for academic excellence. Moreover, if they missed with the first scholarship, they have chance with the help of good English test score, 7 overall, 6.5 in individual bands, associate of arts 2,000, BCom and Bachelor of Arts 8,000, MBA will get the $4,000 scholarship. Only need to understand, anyone scholarship will be provided to the student, whichever is higher. And one more, this is once in lifetime. We have introduced last year, and it will end this October 2021. Pathway to Knowledge Bursary. Those who haven't got $20,000 scholarship, having a 12th percentage, 65%, just 65% and above, will get 1 year tuition fees waive off, 17,400 under this Pathway to Knowledge Bursary. If no other scholarship is provided, highest this will be provided to the student with a 65%, just 65%. But this scholarship is only for the fall 2021 students only. So next year, you might not see this Pathway to Knowledge Bursary anymore. And last but not the least, we have MBA Foundation. If Foundation added, I know $7,020 added, which is the extra burden to save on pocket. We have introduced MBA Foundation Study Grant up to $5,000. Student can apply under the condition of they must have 67% and above in their graduation. And and if still Foundation is added, they can apply for this $5,000 scholarship. So altogether, we have for masters up to 10,000. Every student, I must say, from $2,000 to $20,000, something is there from university side as a part of scholarship. So that's it from my end. And last, of course, this will be a question. Accommodation. Accommodation option is also there. As I said, the oldest one is our campus is heritage building. New one is commercial. We don't have in-campus accommodation, but we are now connected with the 4stay.com and their website page linked with our website. Anyone can check out on student section, accommodation tab. They can click on it, and it just like a Make My Trip app. The options are available. We can check out the rooms, pictures, what are the facilities, what are the according to the students' requirement and the facilities they want. They can choose from $300 per month to $3,000, $4,000 per month. Options are available for the stay, and whatever shown in the picture for UCW students, they can feel confident while booking because the same will be provided. That is guaranteed by 4stay.com because we are officially connected with them. $1 lakh accidental insurance is covered. Easy cancellation is there, and the best of the best thing is deposit. Because when you rent a property, you have to pay huge deposit, $2,000, $3,000. Here, no deposit is required. So that's an amazing thing. Please check out our website or go to the housing.ucanvas.ca. Definitely, you will find, just like a Make My Trip app, amazing portal available with the incorporation with the 4stay.com. And that's it from my end. Thank you so much. And over to Atul. I hope I have cleared more of the questions that you will be asking me.
Awesome. Means I really wish I had selected better parents and had been able to go to Canada. All right. I'm sure there will still be some more questions. One question which I think, yes, you've really answered it, put the things in perspective from the student's perspective. All right. What is important is what are some of the important things that an agent should take care of? An agent should take care of while proposing UCW. Why should he pitch UCW over other institutions? I think these would be two very relevant questions before we open it for questions.
Right. Definitely. And thanks for this. I just wanted to tell everyone here. Being an agent, like, of course, when we counsel, we have a lot of, you may have a lot of options available, like, competitive, those who are providing the similar programs with the competitive fee structure. But I must say, very first thing, as I even covered in my presentation as well. So very first thing is we are very competitive with the fee structure when you compare with the location. So if a location point of view, if you compare the other institutions.
Sorry, Pranav, there is a question. The question is, are you accepting students from open universities and private universities for MBA program?
Yes. We are accepting few, accredited institutions, or subject to, of course, final assessment. Definitely, they can reach out to us. And there are MIT University from open school, even open schooling also. Few schooling also, if they have done open schooling with the 12th pass out, they also can apply for the undergrad program and even for the master's program. So we are accepting. Yeah. So
all right, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
I'll come back to your question. So when it comes to the agent perspective, whenever I start, like when I help my agencies, wherever I visit to their office or an education fair, I always start with whenever I get their requirements, like education background, I always start with the scholarship, because that is the very good thing that you should pitch on, that the amazing scholarship that we are providing for the MBA masters, $10,000. They are saving almost 6 lakh rupees, and which is 1 year living expenses, that GIC amount. So I must say, whenever I start, I specifically start with the scholarship. And these are the amazing tool that you can use. Intake, that we have 4 intakes. Competitive edge, which is our MBA program, our Associate of Arts program are very popular. And as we being a B school, we are very practical approached. We have when it comes to study part, we have 25 students, shrink classes, like the 25 students in one batch, so that individual attention is there, right? So this is again post-study work, right? We have PGWP of 3 years, like post-study work rate of 3 years after completion of any undergrad and master's program. Part-time work opportunities are there, 20 hours per week. So these are things. We do invite industrial professionals to interact with the students, so that they should understand how an organization form, they perform, they how they run, how the process goes, and how sections are divided, sectors are divided, how salary is calculated. So all those things, how they have come up with the entrepreneurship related things. So all these things they will definitely learn here in a practical environment. So this will be an amazing USP of your UCW, I must say. And one more thing, if I want to add on, like we have a faculty from 5 years to 40 plus years of experience. That to 75% faculty members are PhD holders, and from the equivalent background, education background, and having industrial knowledge. So this will be an amazing opportunity to become a manager, or to become to gain that knowledge. Will help the student, and that makes some different from the other institutions program like MBA and Associate of Arts we are having. Even we have a BCom and and accreditations that I have talked about. These are again key things. Only thing you need to understand is we have a very balanced entry level requirement. So those where cutoff goes 60, 65 and above, we're still accepting with the 55. Right? So that is again an important thing, that many students they have that passion, that I just wanted to go abroad to study there, and to have my career and excel with this their CV, with this all this international education. But due to lesser percentage, like let's say below 60, many of the institution will not get a chance, but UCW still have. And the best part about Atul, about UCW is we have a different set of classrooms according to their grade scales as well, so that the intention, they should understand. Because what happens is हमारे class में तो ऐसे ही होता था, like backbenchers will always be backbenchers, and of course the front line students are always be on top. So of course we have that system, so that we should understand their IQ level, and we can reform them according to their education background, work experience also. So this diversity will find over there. Hope this will help to and of course location. Of course, I know there will be more to talk about in another question regarding location and work opportunities and all. So I'll sum up here with this prospect of requirements and program structure. Definitely, it will be cost effective, and it will be time saving. As I said, faster completion is there. 2.5 years, 4-year program can be completed, and 2-year programs can be completed in 1.5 years. So MBA can be completed in 18 months. Associate of Arts can be completed in 18 months, and they can save that 6 months. You can go for the internships. So these are the possibilities are there. These are options are there with the students. Over to you, Atul.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. So Pranav, you've earned a coffee today. Since we are not meeting in person, I'll not be offering coffee to you in person. Let's move on to Kalyan. So Kalyan, anything that Pranav did not cover, I am sure he's covered more than what was expected. But yet, if you've been able to find something.
I think one of the most important points or USPs here is 100% of our MBA graduates have secured employment within 6 months. So that speaks
I think that's
volumes.
very, very relevant. Very, very relevant. Yeah.
So that speaks volumes about the university, the reputation, the course. I think our career focused, dedicated career development center team that we have there, who's always looking at assisting the students with their CV or helping them with their internships or networking, all the stuff, and along with the programs, powered by the latest technology like. Pranav mentioned that. So I think perhaps that's why we've got that record, like 100% of MBA students. I think MBA graduates securing employment within 6 months. I think it's mind-blowing USP that is. And then if you look at the city, I know he touched upon the city too, as to why Vancouver. Also, I can mention that as well, because along with the university, I think international students also need to know where they're going. Obviously, that's part and parcel of an international student's journey. Yes, we are one of the most livable cities in the world, which is Vancouver. It is a destination to many software companies or many MNCs as well. Like Microsoft or SAP, Samsung, Kodak, Salesforce, Amazon. So all these are again within the proximity of the university as well. Some of our alumni actually work there, so that's a very encouraging news. And then it's also the home to, I think it is also, I think it has the largest port in all of North America as well. So logistics related work opportunities are always high as well. I think the largest port in Canada and third largest in North America, if I'm correct. Yeah, and there are other growing industries like IT, logistics, tourism. So all this is definitely boosting both students, for their maybe when they make a decision. So why UCW? Why Vancouver? So all these are something that you need to inform the students as well. Even when during the pandemic, I think it was British Columbia, the province that where Vancouver was leading the way in terms of job recovery as well. In fact. They are looking at least 900,000, at least 9 lakh job openings in the next 7-8 years. So imagine, along with the kind of the migration thing that I was talking you about, 1.2 million people are going to be welcome the next 3 years. So international students are definitely, if they choose Canada, if they choose Vancouver, if they choose UCW, they pretty much have a lot of USPs there, a lot of benefits there, they're ticking every box off as well. So it's not only about study, but we're also helping them post-study, which is the work. That's where the career development team comes in to place as well. Yeah.
Awesome. So thanks, Pranav and Kalyan, for such an engaging conversation. Let's move on to Dr. Rohit and let's talk business. So, Dr. Rohit, I've got a couple of questions for you. If you can just answer those, and then we'll open up the floor for the questions, for additional questions if there are any. So one is, how is it that the agents, they can process the applications? Second, what are the dates, the upcoming dates which are there? Third, okay, answer 2 questions first.
So, pretty simple question, I would say. For agents, our managers are already there on the site, and in fact, they are reaching up to the agents, and they are free to contact any of our managers. They have to just log into the site portal, msmunify.com. Our managers' profile is numbers are there. They can take my number, and they can contact them directly. And we have options, open floors for them where we can visit them personally and can share more about the organization, more about the courses, more about the programs, and how to onboard or how to process the applications and all. Now, looking at the second question, if I say, they can certainly go to the website of even UCW. I can check any of the programs, as Pranav has already mentioned. They can check the scholarship details. They can check about the fees and everything, the intakes, especially. When are the intakes are there? So they can easily check on that, because every country has a different intake. Every university has a different intake, right? So I won't be able to give a specific date or time, but I would rather say, please go and access the website of UCW. They have complete details of the intake time, plus the fees, plus the scholarship, and all the programs. Am I right, Pranav? Yeah. So back to it. So everything is open, and for reaching us to, for the agents, if they want to reach us to us, our managers are there, and we'll be sharing our contact number, our email ID, so you can call us up, and we'll certainly get back to you shortly.
Yeah, so I request the team to please share our email ID on the chat so that our attendees, they can take the email ID and they can reach back to us. All right, and what additional support is available from Abcodo MSM Unify to the agents?
You know, the best part from Accommodation and managers is that we give a personalized service from process of applications from till the admission, even not just limiting our situation till the admissions, but we even look forward for till the time they get the placements. So till the student pass out from that particular college, we have a direct touch with the university and with the representatives like Kalyan and Pranav, that what's happening on that particular application, what's the progress. So that's the personal level we give, and even to the agents, we give them complete support, on-ground support, technical support, whatever they need. So we have a 24 hours turnaround time, and we'll get all the queries solved from our end.
All right. So thanks a lot for all your inputs. Now the floor is open for questions. So ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and put your questions in the question answer box in case there are some questions which are still unanswered. And we'll be glad to answer them. And let me just check with admin if can we allow the participants to ask a question instead of the chat box, if they can ask it in person?
Oh, that's fine. That's pretty fine. No problem.
No, I'm just asking if the system allows that.
Atul, that will be a lot of tasks because they'll have to raise their hands and we'll have to.
Fair enough. Done. No worries. All right. So what we'll do is you can please write your question in the question answer box. I'll read out the question and then I'll ask. We'll answer the questions for you. So the first question is: are there internship offers on MSM Unify? So this is a question for you, Dr. Rohit.
I think Lavanya is already answering that question. Internships are not given by the MSM Unify. Internships are normally with the colleges. So I think this question is rather best for Pranav, not for me.
Yeah. So yes, we do have internships for our undergrad and MBA program students. As I already mentioned, on the faster completion also, they can save on their time and they can go for some internship. Usually the co-ops that we usually say, that commonly we say, we have it for the MBA, but not in campus, but outside the campus, we're helping through our career service and all those networking opportunities that we are having and connects that Global Institute system is having, because UCW is a part of GUS, right? So we have a lot of connects in the industry. And as you know, Vancouver is growing with the it's growing as a technological hub as well. So it is in North America, it's ranked first, right? Canada ranked first for the high-tech jobs and all. So of course there are a lot of opportunities are there for the internship, full paid internship, full-time and part-time as well, and that will bring more students to the final career development as well. So after completion of their full course, definitely they can they get admitted to that particular company and they're working fine. So we have even when it comes to internship and even job prospects, we have companies like Deloitte, Simons, Korea Bank, Empower ID, Apple, TELUS, SAP, GPP, RBC Royal Bank. So there are Walt Disney World is there. So even in British Columbian local government, our MBA students are working. So there are a lot of opportunities are there. And even Kalyan rightly said, like we have 100% placement record for the MBA student within 6 months of their graduation. So that's an amazing package that students are getting. They are coming for the education, but getting very good jobs as well at the end with a wonderful career service team. And we do conduct job fairs every year. So that helps students to interact with the companies. Even last year, I must say I have a data like more than 40 institutions participated in and more than 1,500 students attended that fair. And that's why from last 2 years we have seen that 100% placement records. and that too companies like I have top-notch multinational companies are there, Accenture, even in hotel industries, education industries also our students are working. So in campus there are very
Got
few
it.
options, but
Fair
outside
enough.
campus.
So let me also answer this
Say,
question.
add this something to what Pranav said.
Yeah.
As Kalyan mentioned very correctly, 9 lakh jobs are coming up in Canada, right? And as per the report and as per the survey, I can tell you, 60% jobs are still undiscovered. So that
Yes.
means we are actually working on the 40%.
Yeah.
So
True,
when we give the internship, when we give the placement, when we give them the knowledge and the open platform, there are many jobs, many opportunities which are not discovered that time. Who thought of Uber? Who thought of Ola 5 years back? Nobody.
So here's a question.
Right?
So here's another question. Thanks, Rohit. Thanks, Rohit. So here's another question. Does UCW or MSM Unify support with education loans? So let me answer that first on behalf of MSM Unify. Right. So MSM Unify is an ecosystem for international education. All right. We do support a lot in terms of student recruitment as it is. We are also actively getting strategic partners on board who would be in the space of education loans in terms of internships, in terms of accommodation, in terms of travel, in terms of visa. All these, some of them we are loosely connected to them, but we are in the phase of getting them on board. So this way what will happen is, you as an agent, when you are associated with MSM Unify, which is a tech platform, which is the infrastructure on which the entire recruitment life cycle is run. On one end of the platform are the institutions, like we've got University of Canada West today. On the other end are recruitment partners. So Abcodo is one recruitment partner. So you would have signed an agreement with them. If you have not signed an agreement with them as of now, I request you to please make it quick. Otherwise, you may have to pay next year. Okay. So go ahead and do that. Okay. And we are actively looking at other partners, and you will see that every month we would have some strategic partners being announced. I hope that answers the question.
And one thing I just wanted to add, Atul, here for the education loan, definitely being a university, like private university, but we are a university, right? So that it is very easy in nationalized banks also to avail the education loan for the student. There are many students are there who are opted for the education loan with all the undergrad and master's programs with us. So not it will not be a problem. And loans are easily get accepted, and that too in from SBI as well. That's a secret.
adding to it, MSM Unify is an in-house, and we have a complete on-stop solution for everything.
Nice.
So whenever any application is processed and any applicant is looking for a loan, education loan specifically, we have a team that takes care of it. Certainly will help you in getting the education loan. Don't worry.
All right. So great. Thank you. So here's a very interesting question for UCW. Okay. What is UCW offering for Indian students currently and prospective? Given the current pandemic situation, please highlight any unique offerings, if any. Second question is, how is UCW preparing to get back Indian students on campus? What are the initiatives and measures taken to make the return of students smooth?
Okay, should I go?
Yeah, please. So you have already answered this question in bits and pieces. Maybe if you put it together,
Right.
that'll help us maybe put it together in an article. Yeah,
Definitely. So the thing is related how UCW is helping students. So very first thing, of course, scholarship I have already added, and that's an amazing help, that financial aid that UCW is helping with the students. Moreover, those who are traveling, like for July and October intake also, we will be giving $650 hotel voucher for the quarantine thing. So, 14 days quarantine is compulsory, right? For that, many of the students choose to go, book a hotel. It usually cost $700-800 for 14 days, and that too from and UCW is providing $650 hotel voucher absolutely free. Along with that, we have a dedicated COVID help center in UCW. They are dedicatedly helping students, those who are traveling from respective countries to Canada, and like going through the quarantine plan. So they're calling the students, taking their care, utmost care. So if they need anything, UCW is supporting them in every possible way, right? And even for the travel, due to this travel restrictions, there are many things happen while having that Vande Bharat flights are there. So they were asking about the travel support letters, right? So the student should have a right. Along with that, the LOA is there, everything is there, visas are there, but still they are not allowing. But UCW is providing that support letters and travel support letters that are necessary for the students while traveling. So these are type of helps in this pandemic situation. University is trying to give them a full 100% support to our international students, right? This is first. And second, if I talk about the what was the question? Second one is related to, I guess.
Related to what additional steps are you taking to bring back Indian students on campus?
Right, on campus. As I said in my presentation also, from if everything goes right, we'll definitely go right only. And on campus, we are going from fall 2021. And definitely we'll see students in campus because, as I said, the British Columbian region is in the third stage of unlocking process. So very green signals are coming. Even yesterday also we had a meeting with the High Commission and with all the DLS. So we were like, many of the things are coming up. So once the travel restrictions uplifted, definitely student can travel, and we are fully ready to welcome them to university campus. So that's what I can say. Only thing is just waiting for the next week because by 22nd, the restriction deadline will end up for the India. And the thing is, I don't know why, but Pakistan's travel restriction is uplifted. That we got to know yesterday. So we have a very strong feeling that, of course, India will, get back to the normal when it comes to travel.
See, on a lighter note, Pakistan Independence Day is ahead of Indian Independence Day.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So there's another question. Canada has brings 7-8 more countries under SDS. How you look on it? Canada government is looking for more students or diversified locations, countries, cultures, or any other reasons?
Diversification. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you take our campus as such as well now, or if you take Canada as well, right? It's always been a very multinational and cosmopolitan crowd, multinational crowd, and even our campus is no different. We have around 4,000 students, 4,500 students studying now from 90 plus countries. Right now, obviously, they have identified these countries. I think some of them are from the Caribbean, if I'm correct as well. South America, Caribbean, am I right? 7 countries. Pranav? Okay. So yeah, I think that's only one of the reasons. That could be must be their financials must be good, and also their they're looking for diversification as well. That could be one of the reasons. Yeah, that's from what I know. Rohit?
All right.
Anything there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
more of this, all these sudden small islands have been jumped to the Caribbean countries.
But that will definitely not hamper Indian market.
No.
For sure. For
In
sure.
fact, it's increasing. We have been getting information from Dominica. We are getting information from Latin America. We are getting from the Southern Canada, because the transaction of international education is growing every single day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. Now, if you look at the traffic, Indians going to abroad and people from abroad coming to India, there's massive traffic. It's moving. So that's why we say international education is growing rapidly, and that's why we have a larger crowd on the ground, like as of agents and like as of us, we are dealing with international education.
Right. And even that Iran, Iran students are like, very hard to get the visas for Canada. Even now China again is because of the COVID and all. So this is again will boom our sector, and that might be the reason why these countries will have introduced with the SDS norms and all.
See, I can add to it. There's a reason why the international education has been promoted so rapidly, because see, we are not living in the world of 12th century. Today we are in 21st century and we are moving ahead. So to understand the cultural differences, to understand the globalization, because now thinking is coming as one world. It's not different countries, it's one world. So that's one of the reasons people are moving, the students are moving, so they understand the cultural, and that's how the government of different countries have introduced the concept of cultural exchange programs, especially in schools. One of the reasons that they promote international education, and the students from different countries understand each other with same respect. Not just with color, but same respect, that education is same everywhere.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Another question for you, Dr. Rohit. What is the lead time for onboarding an agent onto Abcodo or MSM Unify?
Agent can onboard anytime. They have to register themselves. They have to get in touch with any of our managers.
How long does that process take?
5 minutes.
Wow. So can you please repeat it once again?
Not even 5 minutes.
No. And if I ask you once again, you will say you're already registered, is it?
So I'm saying because of opening portal, network issues, this and that. So I would say max to max is I'm giving a benchmark of 5 minutes. Not more than
Yeah, definitely. So just to add to what Dr. Rohit is saying, MSM Unify is an advanced IT platform. So we have taken into consideration all possible glitches. We have been ironing them out one after the other. And we are definitely going after speed. The manner in which the industry is growing, we see that the agent community needs a lot of support. And IT based support, I think, is the best that we could have provided, and that's what we are doing, and that's what we are best at.
See, Atul, adding to it, see, it's a note for the agents here. When you register yourself as an Abcodo agent, you have access to the world. In fact, you have the complete list of institutions, you have complete list of agents, you have complete list of what all programs are available for. If I talk of UCW, if agent want to access what all programs are there, so just register yourself in the portal, go to the institution link, access, go to the site of UCW. Every single detail you'll find there. In case, even for commission, even for scholarship, even for fees, whatever you want, everything is available. The only condition is you have to register yourself with Abcodo, and I tell you, it's free. You don't have to pay anything for that. And for any support, our managers are there. You can call us, talk to us, get in touch with us through WhatsApp, through call, through email, whatever you want to. You're most welcome. And if you want to register for portal training, we are always there to help you. Our managers are there. We'll be sharing your our numbers. We'll be sharing with the email IDs, and they will certainly help you.
All right.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot, Kalyan. Thanks a lot, Pranav. And thanks a lot, Dr. Rohit. I was just about to say Rohit, but yes, we are into the matchmaking business, right? So that's why it comes. Sorry. All right. So thanks a lot for taking time out. I'm sure this has been valuable for all our participants. There's one last question. So must I have an agreement with MSM Unify in order to help students to apply for UCW? What you prefer, I contact UCW directly with students, or should I use MSM Unify or apply board? Thomas, somebody from our team will be responding to this, and they'll help you, they'll handhold you in taking this relationship further.
Maybe I can just help you in a little. You have to just register yourself, get in touch with one of our managers, and he or she will definitely help you in processing the complete application process. No worry.
All right, so it is 4:30. We had promised 1.5 hours of an awesome, exciting conversation. And what other place other than Vancouver, Canada? I am already enjoying that. I'm sure you also have been enjoying it. Help other students enjoy that part of the world. Help them create a new career, new life for themselves. we are here to help you with that. At this note, see you again in another conversation, something which is exciting, something which makes business sense, something which helps you make a lot of money. Okay, bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye.
Atul. Thank you.